Good morning. We just got to my office, and I thought I'd do a little bit about what my office looks like. So at the moment, my office is just full of trading cards. I mean, this is what I've got to post out today. I'm continuing the theme of selling out of Magic the Gathering seal stuff. I bought this at 130 quid, I think probably like a year or two ago. And I bought Unstable at like 65, 70, and I've just sold Unstable for 100, and this has just gone for 200 euros, which I think will be about 175 quid after fees and conversions and whatever. And obviously I'm sat on an abundance of secret layers. I think I've probably got 130 secret layers in my house. And then I've also got like 40 or 50 on the way from various different drops that haven't landed yet. But that's today's post. And the reason I'm selling out of all that stuff is for these. Not specifically these. Hidden Fates tins are pretty much, they're very high on the like to purchase list. So I ended up buying 90 Hidden Fates tins. I actually bought 130, but I opened like 40 of them looking for that Charizard and didn't get it. Fortunately, I opened 3 Elite Trainer boxes of this and I got the Rainbow Zard. I just really would have preferred the shiny one. So this is what my desk looks like on a day today. I've even, like, I've got these little boxes. They've got like 2,000 or 3,000 cards per thing. This is my Pokemon collection. Oh my god, I've got random stuff. So I've got Magic cards for sale. I've got Magic cards for sale. Pokemon cards for sale. And then the bottom drawer is my own personal stuff. So there's a lot of Magic stuff in there that I'm keeping for decks and whatever that I play with. There's some my own PSA slabs that I'm keeping. That I've got from collections. I think I won these two for like 50 quid in with some stuff that was worth like 400 or 500. So I just sold that as well and kept them. These two I got for £25 each. From some guy who just wanted to sell his PSAs. I was like, deal. I thought it was a scam, but it wasn't. And then right at the top here, I got my booster collection, which I'm not going to go through massively, but I think if you look at the back there, you'll probably be able to see some jungle. You've got an art set of like Gym Challenge, you've got some rocket boosts in there, you name it. I've got some pricey stuff in there. So that's my working space. I've currently been hunting down the last of the WOTC Black Star stuff, and I'm literally 2 cards away from finishing Shiny Vault. I've been looking at price on the European marketplace and eBay to see where I can get the best deal. I basically just live a life surrounded by cardboard at the moment, but like I say, I think I worked out the height of Magic. I probably got myself £30,000 on seal, so you know, stuff that I had sat on my shelves, seal products, and stuff that cards that I've got. I think I owe myself about 10 now, because I've been really pushing since WOTC started doing the whole, oh, let's increase. I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but Hasbro started an initiative where they said at their AGM, their shareholders meeting the other year, that they wanted in, I think it was 4 or 5 years, to increase Wizards of the Coast profit, like double it, like increase by 100%, and that's a big ask for a company, but when you think about the ramifications of what it's going to do to the game and what they're going to push for money-wise, it just means that there's going to be so many things coming out, and true to form 2020, there's been so many things coming out, you know, SecretLairs, I'm trying to think. They've just announced Extra Life today. Definitely just edited a sneeze out there. Whew. Yeah, just announced Extra Life, SecretLair, which is Amulet of Vigor, Fairies Protection, Collective Company or something else, and it's going to be 60 quid, which is more than the last ones. But I mean, these International Women's Day, I think I spent 35 or £40 each on these, and I think I sold those for 85 each, so it's totally worth it. I just hate that there's such an outlay of money. So I've bought the dogs one, I bought the Yargle one, I bought well, everything. I bought one of everything. The slime one. If anybody's not familiar with what I'm on about, Wizards of the Coast, who used to do the Pokemon cards, now release
these special Magic the Gathering cards in boxes like this, sealed. And you can only buy them for, I think it used to be a day, but I think it's like a week now. Oh, Walking Dead. Yeah, I got loads of those coming. Yeah, so they're released for a certain amount of time, and then people that want them after that, if they want them sealed, like I keep them, I've got to put mad money into buying them off people like me on the secondary market. So it's a nice little earner, but it's one of those where I think I'll probably put £8,000 or £9,000 into SecretLairs. Forgot my name. I put £8,000 or £9,000 into them, and I might sell, like, I've sold 2 today. I sold 1 yesterday, but before that I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks before I last sold one. So it's just really intermittent with the whole timings of it and stuff. The only thing that's nice about it is I'm keeping a set. I'm buying all of them that come out, and I'm keeping one of each, and that one of each is just staying back so that eventually when I come sell out of them, I'll be like, here's one of every SecretLair. And surely somebody will be like, oh my god. But there's so many. Sometimes there's like 2 in a week or something. It's a lot, especially when it's 200 or 300 quid at a time. But yeah, besides SecretLairs, which I'm still buying, generally speaking, my Magic stuff is going because I've got this mentality of, well, we need to increase profits and double everything, and it just means that everything is becoming less valuable. You know, my collection as a whole, it's less valuable. I had Tron, nearly like amazingly nice Tron. I didn't have foil lands, which is good, but I had like foil original Ancient Stirrings, and they got reprinted like 3 times or something. Fortunately, I've been able to foil out my Tron lands really cheaply. I got a foil set of Tron lands for less than £12, which is less than £1 each, which is amazing. So I've got 4 Tron lands now with a black border, which is sweet. And I managed to foil out a bunch of stuff like Pentad Prisms and Galvanic Blasts and whatever else from decks they were like £8 or £9 each for 4 common before they got reprinted. But they are getting reprinted, so their collection value is just tanking, and I'm keeping them because Wizards are printing game pieces to me that look nice, whereas Magic differentiates from Pokemon in the aspect that a lot of people that play Pokemon, like I was saying in the last video, just collect the cards. Like I don't have any interest in playing the Pokemon TCG. I like Magic. I play Magic every day on the Magic Arena. When I'm not in a pandemic lockdown, I do you know, I play with my friends like 2 or 3 times a week in paper. I host tournaments, as I repeatedly mention. But yeah, Pokemon is just, the cards look nice and I want to collect them, and they have that nostalgic value to them. So what I've been doing is collecting, I think that's Neo, that's Expedition Acropolis, this is Hidden Fates and some other modern stuff. This is base set all the way up to base set 2. This is just a spec binder full of cards that I think are going to go up in value that I'm keeping, and I'm pretty sure this one is Skyridge. Anyway, I'm putting a lot of money into finishing off the original collections, and I feel like now, today's the 20th of October 2020, it's like a race to get all the cards I need, all the holos I need to finish off sets before they become too expensive, because I feel like what's happening with the market at the moment is there's a lot of big YouTubers and celebrities that are investing in Pokemon. It's making making headlines. It's having a knock-on effect that people are then being like, oh my god, I need to buy this, and they're diving into the hobby, and then those cards are getting pushed. And what we're seeing now is that Pokemon XY Evolutions, which is the imitation base set that they've reprinted like years and years, I think it was 2016 it came out, I don't know. I've only been collecting Pokemon TCG for a year, like back into it. But I'm pretty sure it came out like 4 years ago. They still print the boxes, and the boxes have gone from being like 100 and something quid each to being like 500 and something. And it happened yesterday, the 19th of October and the 18th of October. Prices just exploded. And that is people who cannot afford to get into buying base packs or base 2 or legendary collection packs, and they've been priced out of the market, but they can then move on to essentially an imitation product, because a Charizard from that set is essentially Charizard. I mean, I'm not interested in that Charizard whatsoever. I don't really care about Charizards. I collect the shiny Volt ones because they're cool. And I do have Charizard because they've got to finish the sets that I'm collecting, but people go mad for it, and that is, you know, that's the new attainable box that people can buy. And people are like, oh, it's a bubble, it's going to go down. I really don't think it's going to go down. I think this is the new normal for Evolutions boxes, because it is the imitation set. And maybe in 10 or 15 years time, Pokemon Company will release another set that is an imitation base set, and that will start out cheap, and obviously eventually people get priced out of that and it'll go up again and again. But new Pokemon products as a whole is an amazing investment. Like I've got 90 Hidden Fates tins left. I've got like 15 Unbroken Bonds Elite Trainer boxes I bought for £35 each. They are out of stock all over the internet. The cheapest I can see on the internet is like 120 quid. And I bought those because it's got a Rainbow Charizard and Reshiram, and I've never really opened the set, I don't think, but people were like, that card's going to be worth loads of money. So I was like, well, at 35 quid for an Elite Trainer box, if I can sell them for 50 quid, and I bought 15 of them, decent amount of profit. If I can sell them for £100 each, £150 each, you know, there's a Hidden Fates restock of the Elite Trainer boxes coming in December or January. They were up to £300 on the internet before the reprint, and they're going to be £50. And you can bet that I'm going to take the money that I've got from selling this sealed Pokemon product, sealed Magic product, and just shell it, and like I've just done with Hidden Fates. I think I spent £2,000 on Hidden Fates tins, and they've just gone in the attic, and they'll just wait and wait and wait and wait, because they'll be worth 50, 60, 70 pounds again, maybe more now that there's going to be no more reprints. There's just, I don't know, it's just so lucrative to put money into new Pokemon products that I cannot put money into Magic products anymore, especially when Wizards have got this mentality of like, let's reprint everything, and they're releasing like set boosters and collector's boosters. And so basically, yeah, again, for anybody who's not familiar, Wizards have released a new set of boosters in the last few sets, where you can now get, well, it's not the last few sets, but you can now get these, which are full art cards. So this full art card was about 4 or 5 quid, which is what I would have expected a foil rare to be. And then actual foil rares that aren't full art, I think these were like 25p. Now granted, that card is not the greatest card, but it's also not the worst card. And the set's been out for like 3 weeks or something. How is a foil rare from that set that's been out for 3 weeks worth less than 25p? I got these. So this is an alter art, which is essentially the same as a full art. They were, I think it was £4 for a foil playset. That's the best version of that card you can get, foil alt art, and it was £1. That just goes, and the set's been out for a couple of weeks. Wizards prices aren't sustainable, but for Magic anymore, so I'm not interested. But Pokemon is the new thing, so that's where I'm at.